Hello students, let's start a new chapter, that is living and non-living. In your daily life you see lots of things like your pencil, book, table, chair, crow, peacock, lizard, frog, etc. Lots of things. Are they similar to each other? No, they are different in many manners, like their size, color, shape. Most of the things are different to each other, right? So on the basis of their shape, size and these characteristics, we have divided the things in two categories, that is living and non-living, right? So let's study about these characteristics one by one. So first characteristic of the living organisms is they have definite shape and size. All the living organisms have definite shape and size. If we talk about human and fish, they look same? No, they look different and they have a definite shape and the other organs also. That means all the living organisms have their own shape, and only with the shape and size we recognize these living things, right? Like if I talk about the frog, we recognize frog and dog separately. How? Just because of their characteristics of movement, of their color, of their habits, right? So we always recognize the things with their shape and size. Next is living organisms make movement or locomotion. That means the living organism move from one place to other place, like I am moving from here to here, right? That means this movement is represented by living organism only, alright? So living organism when move from one place to other place is known as locomotion. But the trees do not show locomotion. They only move their branches and leaves, alright, because they are fixed with the soil. Okay, so the characteristic of the living organism is that they can show locomotion. They can move from one place to other place. Next characteristic of the living organism is they are made of cells. We have already studied about the cell. That cell is the basic unit of the living organism. It is the smallest unit of the living organism. This is very small and cannot be seen with the naked eye, right? Some of the living organisms are very small and are made up of only one cell. These one cell organisms are known as unicellular. Unicellular means one cell. This means one cell. So those organisms which are made of one cell only are known as unicellular. Okay. But most of the organisms are made up of multiple cells. That is why they are known as multicellular. So those organisms which are made up of many cells are known as multicellular. Okay. Let's have a look on the cells of the organisms.
This is amoeba. It is made of one cell, that means unicellular. This is paramecium. This is also made up of one cell. And these are plant cells. Nucleus are seen at the middle.
So now you have studied about the cell and the unicellular and multicellular organisms, right? Let's move to the next characteristic of the living organism, that is they can adjust or the adaptation. In 5th class you have already studied about the adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation is the adjustment to the environment. That means the living organism can adjust themselves according to their environment. Just like us, we are adjusting ourselves due to the coronavirus out there and staying in our home, right, to be safe. So this is our adaptation, that we can adjust according to the environment. So other living organisms like bird, animal, insects also do adaptation, also adapt some features to adjust into the environment, right? Next characteristic of the living organism is they can maintain balance. Alright, or we can say they can repair themselves. When you get burned or got a wound, what happened? After some time the wound get repaired automatically, and after some days that wound disappears. How it happens? This is happen due to the ability of repairing of our body. That means the cells in our body which are present in our body repair themselves. The cut or the burn or the wound which we have got by hurting is repaired by the living organism. This feature is only present in the living organism. Have you ever seen the broken TV or broken chair repair itself? No, that can't. Why? Because they are non-living things. Living things have only this property, that is they can repair their ruptured cell. Alright, rest of the characteristics we will study in the next part of the video.